everyone, and welcome to Opposites React. I'm Ashley.
I'm Whitney.
And we are here today to react to the big push, I Shot the Sheriff / Road to Zion. Now, this reaction is brought to you by Jake.
Yes, Jake on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Jake. Now, Jake originally, so he requested several Ren songs all in a row. And there was like How to Be Me and a couple others that were a little bit more serious ahead of it on the list. But I made the executive decision that we put the big push songs up front because our last Ren reaction was the Tales. And I decided that Whitney needs to have some fun with Ren.
Well, I will say, since it's been plenty of time since the Tales, and I've forgiven you.
I didn't do anything to you. By the way, we didn't make it clear in those reactions that she was on board.
Oh, yes. No. I wasn't there against my will.
She was on board. No. And also, she was having some personal, like, emotional things that she did not tell me about but also, until afterward.
I think I would have had that reaction anyways.
Yes, but it looks like I'm sitting there torturing you.
I mean, you were.
But you were like, you co-signed to all of this.
I did co-sign to all of it.
It seriously looked like I was like, Whitney, let's give the people what they want. Yeah.
Do you want to hear something? I will say, I think that might be one of my favorites. Actually. Not the reaction part. I hate that I, ugly cried on camera. But the songs themselves, I actually think could be my favorites because I like that just like Ren does a very good job at exposing some vulnerabilities and stuff like that. It was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, there's generational trauma that is real, and it's like I like anything that can help people feel more empathy and help people feel more love to everyone around them. Even though, yes, it's horrific and don't commit crime and don't be jerks, right? Mm-hmm. But it's rare that something helps you feel and have empathy for somebody who is doing wrong. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of loved that.
Yes.
I don't know. But yeah, now that the time has passed, I actually really, really, really liked them.
Awesome.
Why are you laughing or like being like with your smile? What's with your face?
Well, what's with your face?
Fix it.
Well, I'm just thinking about like when we started this channel and you were, because you used to be so Princess Unikitty.
Oh, yes, I still am.
I know, but like your tune is slowly changing a little bit because it's like before it was like, yes, that's great for other people.
Yes.
But now you're like, oh, actually, that's kind of one of my favorites. I really enjoy that. And I really like that kind of deeper side of the art. And I like the thought that it provokes and all of these things. And so to me, to hear that, I was just kind of like, oh.
Well, yes, I think the difference is, yes, I still wouldn't choose to consume it because I don't like feeling that way.
Yes.
I don't like going there. But I like it once I have to go there. I like the message still, but I don't enjoy choosing and don't often ever choose to go there.
Yes.
Because I don't like feeling like that.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes. Yes. And that's why we're opposites. Because I'm like, yes, I love to feel.
Let's feel all the feelings, all the emotions.
Yes, and stew in the feelings.
Oh my gosh. Is it like hot in here, or am I just having a hot flash?
You might be. The fan is on. But here, pause. Well, anyway, yes, for all of those reasons, we're going to be watching The Big Push today so that Whitney can get a rest. Okay. So yes, The Big Push is his band that he does like busking with.
What is busking?
Like street performance.
Is that like rusking where people, is it rusking that where everybody's rucking with all the weighted vests?
Yes.
I want no part of that.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm middle-aged, but not weighted vest middle-aged, Oh. Bone density be damned. Here comes the hump, Me too. Our grandmother has one. Okay. I forgot to give you the disclaimer that I have seen this before.
Oh, I have not. This is my first experience with the Big Push.
Yes, this is not a blind reaction for me. This is just an appreciation. So I will allow Whitney to have her blind reaction. I will just appreciate as we do.
Does the glove for a guitar player serve a purpose, or is that
Other
just
than fashion?
one glove fashion
Michael
choice?
Jackson moment?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, the fingers hold the pick. Maybe if he's doing some whammy work, maybe the guitar strings hurt the side of his hand.
Maybe it's got an injury he's protecting.
Maybe he's going to use it to slide up and down the strings and he doesn't want it to irritate his hand skin.
Oh, okay.
Those are the reasons that I could posit for that other than fashion. Let's... I'm sorry also for pausing. I'll apologize, everybody. Never before watching this did I notice, I mean, this has to be in the height of the hipster era because that mustache and shirt on that drummer. Is that a woman's shirt?
I didn't even notice how good it is.
Is that a lady's shirt, sir? I can't.
Maybe he's hot.
Maybe. I mean, it looks like a toasty day. But anyway, again, my apologies, everyone. I'm usually...
That was a very long guitar opening.
But very good.
It was very good.
The tone of the guitar is just delightful.
It's giving me bluesy vibes.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Is this the I shot the sheriff? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And my apologies up front. When I've seen a song before, I'm probably insufferable and I notice things like the woman's shirt on the drummer. So I'll do my best. Here we go.
You sit all around in my hometown. People try to track me down. For a crime that I did not commit. Yes, if for a mother of a deputy, say for a life of a deputy. But I said,
This young lady keep walking through their set, right?
Peter shot the sheriff. I did not shoot no deputy. I shot the sheriff. I swear it was in self-defense. I said, Sheriff John Brown, that man hated me.
Ooh, that low voice. Wow.
For what? I just don't know. Whenever I would try to plant a seed, he would say, kill it before it grows. He would say, kill it before it grows. But I said, I did not shoot no deputy. swear it was in self-defense. Hey, give it up for Remain next season, please, please, please. World of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy. Meet the clowns, them and abuse in their put up, but meet the clowns that not for nothing but that. Boom. The young trendsetter, come on, more the damn slow. When I bust a trigger finger like bam, bam, it go. When I bust a trigger finger, come on, here we go. Burst on in, na, here we go, cause got to keep it moving on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road. Got to keep it burning. Little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy, come on now. And even more, let's take it down. Keep it going, tempo still, just hip, hop, hip, it's still bigger than a hip, hop, hip, still bigger than a hip, hop, hip, still bigger than a hip, hop, my drum baby. One thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. White folks take control your brain. I know better than that, that's game. I mean ready for that. Two soldiers ahead of a pack, my party's got the guy. Where my army at? What the right time? Not react, back the beat. Sit, don't reflect on how many records get sold. On that drugs and rock and roll. Whether your projects or on hold. In the real world, we just people with ideas. We just like you and me when the smoke and camera disappear again. The real world, it's bigger than all these fake ass records. When my profile's got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check one too, my would have advised to you, just relax. If that don't work, then do what you got to do and kick the facts. If you a liar, wolf, crier, bush crier, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. But then if you a liar, mouth on fire, pants on fire, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. It's bigger than a hip, hop, it's still bigger than a hip, hop, it's still bigger than it's still bigger
guitars at the end. Mm-hmm. So Does he? I noticed he like. What's the right way to say it? Like he sticks his tongue like through
Is
his
this
teeth
like
a
tongue
lot.
thrust when he's doing like that kind of scatting sound? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and like so he's not speaking like with his teeth a lot. I would say, is that how he can like sing and rap so fast? It's just he's not actually ever really.
Well, I mean, at that point, for those parts, he was just kind of like scatting, so it's just basically like vocalizing.
Yeah.
And so
I was trying to watch the like,
for that
while he was
particular
singing
part,
lyrics. I was like,
for that part, I think it was just maybe that's how he does like, you know, non-verbal, non-wordy vocalizations.
vocals. Yes. It was good. I actually, you know what? I knew the lyric, like, you know, like that one little bit, like of I shot the
sheriff.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it had such a like a reggae tone
For Bob Marley.
Is it Bob? Just end me. I had no idea that that's who sang that. Well, yeah, but I didn't read it right there, and like before.
Yeah. Anyway, yes.
I am not speaking ever again.
It's okay. I mean, like, you can't know who sings every song in the world. And
I don't
honestly,
know who
like,
sings any songs.
in our sphere of influence, like, what, two white girls from the Midwest, like, our exposure to Bob Marley, unless we're stoners, is not going to be, like, huge.
Well, I mean, yeah, because
honestly, like, what, like, a
heard
kid
the
from
whole-
London, his exposure to Bob Marley. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like it's more of an underground thing. Like,
Is
you
it?
get...
I mean, it was like a hit. I mean, I knew the one lyric, not having heard the song.
Yeah, I just feel like you get more into Bob Marley, like, the more into, like,
The higher you are.
the more into a subculture you get, which usually involves some weed.
Okay, yeah, that was not my scene.
Uh-huh.
So, but
I also feel... Sorry, go on.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling like it's very bluesy at the beginning. I was like, wait, where'd the reggae come in?
Where'd the reggae come in?
Like, wow, we got lots of vibes happening.
So many vibes. You know, the funny thing is, so having heard this before, I wonder when this was released. Let's see, 3 years ago.
This is not my favorite of Ren's
Which
stuff.
3 years ago still, and I wonder if this was performed 3 years ago, so then it still wouldn't explain that woman's shirt, because
You mean
that
the man's shirt?
Yeah, well, the woman's shirt on the man.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that type of shirt was very much like a 2008 situation.
I don't know why you even try to ask me.
Well, I don't know, because time is such a, like, amalgamous thing for me. Like, I know eras, like, oh yeah, in that hipster era, I can't put the date to that, though.
No.
When were the hipsters a thing, you know?
Is that like the 2010s?
Maybe. Anyway, whenever the
2010s?
hipsters were a thing. Because back then, so anyway, when I first heard the song and he was doing, like, kind of the accent, I was like, oh, you're not allowed to do that.
Got it.
You know what I mean? But maybe in Europe you are. But I felt like the UK was maybe just as uptight as the US is about appropriating things.
Maybe.
But
I thought, like, vocally, I thought he did a great job.
no, and to me,
liked
vocally,
the-
it was more of like a tribute instead of an appropriation.
No, it was, yeah,
but
it was
I
a
just
show of his vocal talent.
well, yeah. But to me, I'm like, if you are not of that culture, to put on that accent
That's
would
offensive.
Yes. With how uptight everybody had gotten, particularly 3 years ago, that was maybe at the height of the uptightness.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I just was, when I had first heard this, I was like, oh, how are we not in trouble for this?
Right.
I loved it, but I was just like, you know, but he does it so well.
He does. It's hard to.
He did a
it's hard
really,
to-
really great job. And
to hit
his vibrato at the end of the notes, particularly when he was doing the I Shot the Sheriff verses, like where he would, like, kind of, he wasn't even like falling off it. He was like tightening the vibrato. But it was still a wide vibrato. It was very weird, but it was very Marley-esque. You know what I mean? It was such a good tribute.
Yes.
So.
Well, I really liked the other guitarist.
Yes, he did such a good job.
Kilt. I thought he was awesome. And then
He kilt in his rock clogs.
Right.
Don't think I did not notice.
Yes.
I didn't irritate you and be obnoxious, but I did notice.
I did notice the rock clogs.
The alternative clogs.
And the kilt. But I did like when they came together and did that duet. At the end.
Yes, it was really great. I also loved his rap at the end, and I had to wonder too. So if they're out, like obviously busking, like so
busking is street performance,
and then was this a prepared thing? Because I feel like for some of it, it looked like it was, and this could just be good performance, but it looked like it was like, okay, slow it down, let's do this now. And it's like, it looked like he was almost like kind of directing, like, okay, let's switch it up, let's do this.
Maybe.
But to me, it's also like, okay, that could just be
for show.
Like, oh, we're all so in sync, we're switching it up, and I'm just gonna, freestyle.
But
over this section.
Good musicians
can do that. So that's kind of where I'm like, oh, which is it? Is it a prepared looseness, or is this
a choreographed looseness? Like, I'm so laid back. Let's just do this.
I'm so laid back and talented, but we choreographed it, or is it that? You know what I mean? Because both happen.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that there's any less talent going on, but
No.
both do happen. And so I'm just wondering, is this a prepared song that happened like that and it was rehearsed to be loose? Or was it an actual, like, to me, I'm sure that the mashup of I Shot the Sheriff and Road to Zion were rehearsed.
100%.
So then, but was the hip hop rehearsed to be added in, or was it like, hey, I'm going to do this? Remember that one time at karaoke where the guy was like, hey,
yes,
get up and sing this. I'm going to play that. And it worked. Like, so there's that, right? So I'm like, I wonder if it was just kind of like, we're going to add in this hip hop bit right at the end, or if that was prepared as well. Anyway, if anybody knows, let me know.
Right.
But
I mean, honestly,
inquiring minds will
anything good, I always assume anything good was prepared.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I mean,
anything good requires planning, preparation, and rehearsal.
Yeah. It just come out that way.
Nothing good comes out spontaneously.
I mean, maybe.
All
All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. Like and subscribe.
Goodbye.